Welcome back, everyone, to the Forging Indestructible Self-Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Fontenot. Today we're talking about something that sounds simple on the surface, but in reality separates average people from those who truly stand out in life. And that is this: being reliable. Not just when it's convenient, not just when it's big or important, but all the time, especially for the small things. Because the truth is, reliability is not built in big moments. It is revealed in them. So there is a certain kind of pride that comes from knowing people can count on you. It's not arrogance, it's not ego, but a quiet confidence. The kind that says, if I gave my word, it's going to get done. And that kind of pride is earned. It is built through repetition, through discipline, through doing what you said you would do long after the initial motivation is worn off. Most people want to be seen as reliable. Very few actually commit to becoming reliable. Why is that? Well, because reliability is not exciting. It's not glamorous. It is showing up on time, returning the call, following through on the small promise, doing the task even when no one is watching and no one would notice if you didn't. But here's the reality. Your life is shaped far more by the small things than the big ones. If you're the kind of person who cuts corners on the little things, you will cut corners on the big things too. Maybe not right away, maybe not intentionally, but the habit is already there. On the other hand, if you build the mindset that says, I do what I say I will do, no matter how small, you are building a foundation that cannot be shaken. Being reliable starts in your mind before it ever shows up in your actions. It is a decision, a standard. You have to decide that your word matters, that when you say something, it carries weight, even if no one else is holding you accountable. Especially then, because self-discipline is not about what others expect from you. It's about what you expect from yourself. You ask yourself this question: if someone gave you a responsibility, even a small one, would they feel at ease or would they feel the need to follow up? That answer tells you a lot about where you are right now. The goal is to become the person where others don't even think twice. They know it's handled. It is easy to show up when the stakes are high, when there is recognition on the line, when there are consequences that everyone can see. But what about the small commitments? Returning that email, making that call, finishing that minor task, showing up 5 minutes early instead of right on time. These are the moments where your character is built. And here's something most people overlook. The way you handle the small things trains your brain. It either reinforces discipline or it reinforces excuses. If you constantly tell yourself it is not a big deal, I will do it later, you are programming yourself to delay, to rationalize, and to fall short. But if you train yourself to act immediately and follow through, you are wiring your mind for execution. Over time, that becomes who you are. When you become reliable, everything in your life starts to change. Your relationships improve because people trust you. Your opportunities increase because people depend on you. Your confidence grows because you trust yourself. That last one is huge. There's nothing more powerful than knowing you can rely on yourself. That when things get hard, when motivation fades, when no one is watching, you will still do what needs to be done. That is indestructible self-discipline. And it does not come from talent. It does not come from luck. It comes from keeping your word over and over again. So how do you build this? Start small, but take it seriously. If you say you're going to wake up at a certain time, do it. If you say you're going to complete a task, finish it. If you commit to something, honor it. And here is a key point. Do not overcommit. Do not say yes to everything and then fail to follow through. Reliability is not about doing everything. It is about doing what you said you would do. Be selective with your commitments, but relentless in honoring them. At the end of the day, your reputation is built on what you repeatedly do. You want to stand out in a world full of inconsistency? Be reliable. Be the one who shows up. Be the one who follows through. Be the one people trust without hesitation. Not just when it is convenient. Not just when it is big. But all the time. Because when you become that person for others, you also become that person for yourself. And that is where true self-discipline is forged. I want to thank you for listening to the Forging Indestructible Self-Discipline podcast today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And then go out there and prove to yourself that your word means something.